suggestions if someone is new in this field, like just starting his their data profession, and what are your suggestions with regarding to AI tools, their data profession, and what are your suggestions with regarding to AI tools, how much they should rely on or how much they should not?
My suggestion would be this: you can't ignore the topic, right? And by the way, I think that I personally should be using more of those, and I still have in my backlog to some to dos to become like a pro user, because I think ignoring those tools will be mistake. We may have jokes that it's just prompt, but I know people who write prompts like me and get certain results, and I have some friends which like prompts like a pros, and they will ingest context. They will have bunch of configured agents with different personalities, and they will do the prompts just like me, and they will get 10 times better results. So don't ignore the tools. Learn the tools, not only simple chat interface, but also the API interface, different models, how you can build the agents and all of that. I would do that.
Okay.
So definitely don't ignore AI tools. But what I would definitely discourage you is to do, I think I've heard this term which I love, which was doom prompting.
What?
Like if what you do, doom prompting. Have you heard that?
No, no.
Like doom
I
prompting
haven't came
is,
up with
I
this.
love this term. Like I hate vibe coding. I think it's a terrible name. I think we should just change it. It's ridiculous. It's philosophically and fundamentally wrong. But the doom prompting is amazing, and it's this state where you want to do something. You want let's say you want to do a Python function, and you write a prompt, and it gives you the function, and it doesn't work. So you copy paste the error message, and it splits the output, and you pretty much go back and forth for 1 hour, and your function is still shit, and you don't know what they're doing. You're like just copy pasting to the prompt, and hey, please fix it, really, really, please fix it, right? That's a doom prompting. And if you're doing doom prompting, that's ridiculous. Like you're not only wasting your time, you are acting like a useless rapper who will be replaced very soon. Like I'm not buying the stories that data engineers will be replaced. I'm not buying the story that software engineers will be replaced. But people who do doom prompting, they will be replaced, right? So
Right.
don't do doom prompting. Like use those tools, but be able to survive without them. That's one thing. And to use them mindfully. Like if the code is there, check this code. Like if you do AI coding and it gave you that function, do you understand what's written there? Like do you
Right.
know how it works? And many times you need to question it. Like there's one pattern which was really annoying for me on when I work with any let's call it when I'm doing AI coding. I'm asking for something, and it will output me within the Python this try except clauses, and it will catch the errors, and
Right.
it will return the nulls or nonce. It's Python, right? So nonce, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm building like I'm processing the data. Let's say I'm reading from the CSV and I'm processing the data. Like the AI code will and like I checked ChatGPT, Copilot, and a bunch of other models, and they are very very stubborn on this try except pattern. It's wrong pattern for the data processing. You're just silently hiding the bugs. Like you will run your thing, it will process million rows. You will have 10,000 records. What happens with the 90,000? What I'm missing?
Right.
There data quality issues. There's this, and it just catches the errors with the accept and throw nuns, and or it continues. Like if you're doing doom prompting, like it will work. It will give you something, but it's just purely wrong. So you can't just do it mindless type coding, and you shouldn't be doing. And if you're doing this, you're wrong. But don't ignore those tools as well. Like they are there with us to stay. I don't think we will.
Right.
Uh,
I guess
yeah,
I
we
have
can.
also seen that pattern whenever I'm like trying to get a Python code for that, and I try and accept. I have also seen like two, three posts 2, 3 days ago in the same topic. So yeah, another annoying thing I got is whenever you write something or you need suggestions, because you don't wanna suppose that you just have a doubt, a small doubt in your mind, and you don't want to go through blogs or articles on that. You just ask any tool, and it will, most of the time it will be like, yeah, you are correct. No, I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
correct.
of course.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
correct.
yeah. Yeah, I've this is a terrible thing, right? It's so that's the problem, right? And I think that if you're new to the field, you are in danger position because you don't really know if the output is correct and if it's not correct.
Right.
Like sometimes it's obvious, right? I made this experiment and I asked a bunch of models this question. Hey, I'm starting a business. I want to lend money to homeless people without any, security. I want to give them a lot of money, and they will start business and they will be entrepreneurs, and then they will pay me back and with extra profit. Like, can you tell me how great idea is this? Right? It was saying that I think one of the models rated it. I think the ChatGPT rated it as a 5 out of 10 stars. No, it's 1 out of 10 stars. It was a ridiculous example, but even there, it was not trashing my idea. It should trash the idea, and I even
Right.
explicitly said like, be critical, be very critical. The first thing it said is that I'm a great person because I'm wholehearted and I care about the others and the social, like even ask it's not doing this. So it's definitely too nice to you. It's I once heard this sentence that it's like a puppy. It really wants you to like it, and it will do whatever to make you happy, right? But if you are new to the field, you really don't know if it's telling you wrong things or if it's actually pretty great advice, right? So if you're an expert and you're asking AI about those things, you will know that. You will see,
Right.
oh wow, holy Mary, that's an amazing advice. That's perfect. Like I can't add anything on the top of this. Or you will tell, okay, that's BS, right? But what
Right.
you do if you are not there, right? So
Right.
that's a big problem. And I think for the new people, the danger is that you don't know that, and you actually have to acquire that skill. And it's not always so easy to do with those models from the exactly those reasons. If I want to learn a new thing, I would probably ask the model to prepare a learning plan for me. But I would not learn this thing entirely from the model itself. I would still go to books. I would still go to practice. I would still try to get experience. Yeah, it's too nice. It's sometimes a bad patterns. It's gonna be too nice. It's trying not to hurt your feelings, and you really
Right.
don't know where it's hallucinating and where it's not hallucinating. And it's really obvious when you start questioning it for the things you're expert in. If you're an expert and you start using it and suddenly you realize that it's sometimes like amazingly perfect, great, and other times it gives you just terrible output.
Right. It becomes worrying when, suppose that, like you asked for, like that example of business. Suppose that someone who's not from engineering background, okay, he's just a simple
Yeah.
man, and someone or their relatives or their kids told them that, hey, this is a great tool, you should use it, and they don't know anything. They
Hmm?
just ask, they start believing, okay, that's very good, and they just ask
Yeah.
the same question, that this my idea is good or bad, and you say just, no, no, this idea is so great, you
Yeah.
are very intelligent or whatever, and he actually tries to believe that and then tries to take action on that, then that's a
Yeah.
very
There
bad
are,
thing.
there are stories like this. Yeah. I
Right.
mean, it's
Right.
not a joke. Like, I don't remember I think it's, I'm not sure what is the term for this, but this is actually the thing. And there's more and more stories like this. I remember reading about this story of a dude who got poisoned because he read about that you shouldn't be using salt
Yeah.
so much, and
Yep.
he asked one of the models to what is the best replacement for a salt, just a spice, a kitchen salt, spice,
Right.
salt, and the model told to use something else. I don't remember what was the substance, but that was a harmful poisonous substance, and he ended up in the hospital. There's more stories like this, and this is
Right.
why. at least in the near time, none of us will lose the job.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, I
have
guess
you
the
ever
next
came
topic is
across?
similar to the trend we are having. So
Yeah,
AI from 2020 we are hearing AI, and from 2025 start of the 2025 everyone was like, this is the year of AI agents. There is nothing else remaining. This is the year. This is the year of
Yeah,
AI agents. So in the beginning
of
of
course.
2-3 months, I was like seeing all the ridiculous posts and people just talking about AI agents, AI agents. Yeah, Shrest. Yeah.
am I audible?
Uh, you were asking Shrest something.
I think
Mute,
I'm
So
mute.
not
you're on mute.
audible. Oh, wait. Am I audible now?
You are on mute, Shrest. I can still see that icon.
Continue.
Mute. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, what are your views on this AI agent race dilemma, whatever
Yeah.
you wanna call it?
Uh, I have I have mixed feelings. I'm changing. So when the AI engines, as you said, like when we suddenly wake up and LinkedIn and all of them, everyone were just pitching AI agents. I was quite skeptic, and I was seeing a lot of use cases, which for me was just rebranding. Like I remember reading this. I don't remember which report was it, but one of the reports from like a big leading companies, advising corporations, and they were like, here are the usage of our AI agents, and this agent is recommending you. It's recommending you something, right? I don't remember what it's recommending, but that was recommending engine. That was something which was always there. Like Spotify is doing recommendation for X years. Netflix was doing the recommendations. Like you can
Right.
call it agent, right? So, so like people are misusing this. There was another post on LinkedIn. I don't remember. I don't remember who wrote this. So sorry for not crediting you, but they wrote this that you know my scheduling agent just posted my LinkedIn post, like, and they were just mocking the schedule feature on LinkedIn, that you can schedule a post, right? So you could say this is a schedule feature, but you can also do some ridiculous overusing the word, and you can say that was an agent, right? So what is the agent? And I think at the beginning I was really annoyed that people were calling agents everything suddenly become agents, and for me that was great technologies which were already there and they are still with us, right? But over time I started to change a little bit of my mind. I think like in this sea of agents which are not really agents, there is actually there are real agents, and you could. I remember hearing about this use case where the person had multiple personalities, and those were the AI agents, and all of them had different contexts. So they were like a power user of AI, and they would fetch different contexts to those different agents, and they will do the bunch of rules, and they will configure the specific agents to be different personalities, and they will use them as, for example, a customer personality, a writer personality, right? And they would like have this army of agents with different tasks and with different specialities, and when he would be using those agents when he needs to do that thing, and they were specialized to do those things. And then I was like, oh, actually that's pretty cool when you think about those agents as smart AIs which are specialized in doing one thing, and they are really good at that thing. They are not this generic LLM model which do everything and nothing, but they have context, they are specialized. That's I started to understand why people get a little bit more excited about that. So I think if we forgot about those ridiculous claims about everything is an agent,
Right.
I think it's quite interesting pattern, right? And If you have those units which do something better, which are configured to perform specific task, and they are doing it better, that's a smart move. I think that can work. And like one of the things I want to do is actually to mimic what that guy I told you about did, with having those bunch of those, let's call them agents, with different, with which can perform different tasks, because I do need them, right? I will tell you one example, right? I write a lot of stuff on the LinkedIn, right?
Right.
I could help, like one thing which I'm really annoyed when I'm using. I don't use LLMs to generate the content, but I use it to change the grammar, to check the grammar and
Right.
check the spelling, right?
Right.
And I have this prompt which I have to copy paste all the freaking time to force LLM not to change my post, because I
Right.
wrote this post. This is me.
Right.
This is my post. I want it to be me, and it's just changing it to this generic thing, with those emojis, with those dashes, and it really annoys me. I just wanted you to check the grammar, right? So I
Right.
have like a long prompt which is like, change it, keep it close to the original, don't change too
Right.
much, don't use the dashes. It will still use the dashes anyway.
Totally.
uh,
Totally can
but
relate with that.
exactly, but what you could do this, if I have this configured, like, hey guy, the guys, hey LLM, whatever, ChatGPT, compile, whatever, this is the content I wrote, right? I want you to do the and configure those rules, so that I can say, hey, like, check my post, check the spelling, and don't go far away. You know my style. Now I fetch all my posts. You know my style. Don't change it too much. Keep rule within it. That could be useful, and that would actually be more performant, because I don't have this strange prompt which still doesn't work the way I would like to. So that's one
Right.
thing. You could do also the I could create like a persona, let's say a grumpy LinkedIn user or happy LinkedIn user, and I could ask, hey, can you tell me what do you think about this post from that perspective, right? So you could fetch a bunch of the comments and responses I get from LinkedIn, and I could get the feedback. So I see the usage like that, and if I just use the ChatGPT or whatever, kind of like a newbie with the interface, like I can't do it. So I think I could do it better. I just need to find time to actually play with it and to learn it, to use the rules and the context